is that if that is what the presidency wants, then it means that we need to have a policy or make that conscious decision, whether it's you, the parliamentarians, or the political elite, or as a country, that we need a presidential jet, a new presidential jet. What do you say?
It is clear to me that the charter arrangements that President Akufo-Addo has been pursuing was just to herald this. They were preparing the grounds for this big announcement that a new presidential jet is needed. Let me serve notice that we on the NDC side in Parliament, we have discussed extensively amongst ourselves. We are not going to support this purchase, the purchase of a new aircraft, because of a number of reasons. One, the current presidential jet is fit for purpose. As President George Weah has told us in our faces, it's very fit for purpose. There's nothing wrong with it. Number two, the current presidential jet, if you read the Hansard of 19th March 2008, we were told by the then Defense Minister, who is now National Security Minister, Honorable Kandapa, that our jet has a 20-year lifespan after it arrives. It arrived in October 2010. It's done barely 11 years. Next month it will be 11 years. We are nowhere near 2030, where you can start discussing a new aircraft.
Charge a vodwo for a new market here Ghana. Emrase Sabai Efa will be a Jumasa one made this Edumane more Maya. A buy mo be contract to one. Yememu. Now will be Biara or one in dear. Na our capacity so we should give that person the opportunity to compete. TFA be competitive tendering. Ma ho kwan no be am pray adwumani bi. De obetumi aye adwumani yie a o man no benya so mfaso abra o man ne bebo kakakra bi ne de ama no. But wo hwe de ekoso wo bawomia ene o mampanya Akufo-Addo amamwo yimu a ye wo contrast akese bebre a aban de ma bawomia nuanom a Yamma ho kwan se obi amepribi ye si peg aso ye de sika toto so a o mine hwere sika titiri dia you will weep for Ghana as we move along. Nipa kakra bi afasika na kenten so a omo ne omo yere ne omo ma ne omo busuafo e di sika ne nyafonyafo ti sika bi ani wa ye de be ye o mine ye enu nti na ye bre no enu nti na ukrom kwan no aka ho a aban ne nyeye no. And until now, the reason is corruption. And until see a person may find to my prefer, I was saying, I any bre, or catashe pro your dream so na yet sweet. Na and the catashe proyano. New angle be a bar, MPP for the bomb, minor chrono ye pa. A dear your friend so sauce. So sauce in the chilling and say a bypass or did you mediabi? Na insese obefa mrakwan so abamu ama omo opepase omo yese adwuma ni nyina epre bi no aban ne ti da bi me de ko hyedem na me de akoma nipa ba akopɛ eno ne friend so source da bi me de ko hyedem na me de akoma nipa ba akopɛ eno ne friend so source kyese mempene emma ho kwan emma de opese wo ye bibia na emepre na de ne bo wo fom obetumi aye ne yie ne yemfa adwuma ne ma no na emo mi twabo na me de amani pa ba akwa ma na ye.
Good. Yamo bibia hana yamo bia so akaba aba Apple GSTV live so you kuma say Crofom ane brono e was so na kwese adwuma Main Street no so ene Juada a match was sumeno the da a trosso etu ensia. Yes, I'm more coverbium. I'm Apple GHTV live so. Video number on chain there. Share my hofro enyabi and share. Comments be a will be a family. If you have back in kind at the amount. Like video no my na face I won't subscribe so wait my subscriber to the channel Nakasa. That boat and a team for the energy as chief technician junior Ebon Chidom. Nana Yao Yabua Bemaba Argentina Atrase. Beden ya laso kujabo enche Chama 1 regional chairman Edema United Party Euras Joseph Amwa Love Enterprise baba na obeka ye ho na ewa you have ko there
fan sa ofa
na shenshara nye
na so what Ghana memu hana se oyobi a da o mind da wakoma so na oni je o mind no ho na office se yinyina yesum bi no mind no ebeyi a enye boko ma osa woni nje because already ekoso ya sisi ofa onim be ya adwen se bomb bi anto wo Ghana ntokwa bi ansi wo Ghana
yes
covid bi ama ya wo Ghana Ghana na Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama se oba ye ho beto ye kama no sisi e me no kasei obeje di se Ghana e ya da ne bonsam jim amatemamufo na sisi e se ogoto prepaid e di go meter so a se de auto no 2024 no se sa prepaid na ne wo kase ogoto a wunduru fie mpokura no ye be fro se asa edum eno ena PURC for hwe ho no mo se mo te so ama ye ho atoye ne a omo kote so 4% e Ghana we a Ghana we a na koko akuafo yesi skeni ho yati koko sunti no akuafo koko ani eto no 3600 and something no say they ati about 25 million 2500 e Ghana we a skeni ho then yempanyimfo ni nim die mu tenase hu ye no mu se sa Ghana na skeni ho no president yes jet na wo ho na last 2 years na okujeto ablakwa ene Sami Jemfi ene Sam George mo aya wo ma no chaba kasa obi dware nsuom obi dware wuwiem obi ni wuwiem obi yesi wuwiem inti president ko high wangaso okoto oko high as at that time I know fee say jet no enye fit for its purpose into boko ko high bi e dia kodi dwuma na ba oba no do ni rade akoma no no high o hia no akoje then time na mo say ebo mine ka enye ene Ghana ye sisi ya Ghana ye mo say by November na Ghana tabirisi car na mo say flight na private jet presidential flight na e wo ho na ye fit okujeto ablakwa mo say in 20 years impo it ye fit for its purpose no e the same Ghana na ye say ne November e kwa tabirisi ka kese akoto elupli we dey yan hanyu ye to the amount ma panyi no dey to the same Ghana the same Ghana timemufo enya car enko munwuma so a omudi live for 2-3 hours no mda so di live and so minister could di parliament 2 hours no de sabonku mu cassette ya Ghana for Ghana we it is all the way nyina gu nsane ani a now do mine now to mine now mine da wakoma so a ofi say mine no it is not in the right direction tiniema nkoyi e ya brama mofa
nana yaw yeboa bema ba Argentina bibi odi akoni na mu die ya trans odi yenko enjoy our first video we share ene president ni secretary we have Callistus on Dr. Callistus Mahama Akasa
of Apache Ansani Ebekoso Krano president ni secretary friend say
Dr. Callistus Mahama
ena president in so they say John Dramani Mahama but time anana na do te ho na ni nua anane busu ni obi oni ni yedi baako eye adwuma na say family and friends Pacho Dr. Callistus Mahama no nya Mahama busu ni mu no free
me sure
but free enu amu no free I research no
edi mama nti ana
enu oye busu na mu
me wo fa se me sister odibachi mienu okodiva
ofa
ne ba de mama
family and friends eyi na
that is enka fanze ona kwa kwenya ba bi si ye sha na ka no so ba be kase
family and friends na no mo kaseti ano eno ano
also executive secretary to the president John Dramani Mahama has revealed that Ghana is expected to acquire additional aircraft for presidential travels by November as part of efforts to strengthen the country's state aviation capacity. State aviation, state referring to what? Ghana buying.
Say a president.
Yeah.
Aircrafts.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
State aviation day. And yeah, my dreams on the table.
Okay, let's go back. Barely less than 2 years back. Now, Ebra, the new Patriotic Party, MPP on Yokuno, Etiajum. Now, majority caucus then. Ayo, imagine say, presidential jet no, or phone, or yare. I'm in the account in Fem Padie, to near one day, into a who be here, say, a paper for the safety of the president. No. Comments are the minority for led by Samuel Okujeto Blocker at the Tuja. Yonko Penalty, Yabafi, now comments we are not with that at all. I'm saying, Yonko.
But the reality is that if that is what the presidency wants, then it means that we need to have a policy or make that conscious decision, whether it's you, the parliamentarians, or the political elite, or as a country, that we need a presidential jet, a new presidential jet. What do you say?
It is clear to me that the charter arrangements that President Akufo-Addo has been pursuing was just to herald this. They were preparing the grounds for this big announcement that a new presidential jet is needed. Let me serve notice that we on the NDC side in Parliament, we have discussed extensively amongst ourselves. We are not going to support this purchase, the purchase of a new aircraft, because of a number of reasons. One, the current presidential jet is fit for purpose. As President George Weah has told us in our faces, it's very fit for purpose. There's nothing wrong with it. Number two, the current presidential jet, if you read the Hansard of 19th March 2008, we were told by the then Defense Minister, who is now National Security Minister, Honorable Kandapa, that our jet has a 20-year lifespan after it arrives. It arrived in October 2010. It's done barely 11 years. Next Monday will be 11 years. We are nowhere near 2030, where you can start discussing a new aircraft.
Interview, yeah, Honorable Samuel Okujeto Abloka, then the opposition, a grantee to TV3. Your comments, Nibina Yamra, offer Ghana is really behind in development as the world continues to dive into economic development and continues to look for opportunities for its citizens. Our country politicians keeps dancing. In short, now say politics party. The things these guys said, thank God, will live under grace. Anka. Okay. I'm saying Sean no problem. Anka. Sabija Fidie. Tender pa with work on them. In short, I'll say greetings so far and team. Trust you are well. May this be a blessed week, inshallah. Rikus will say yes, dancing when it comes to technology and the development of its agriculture, infrastructure, and lack of jobs for its young and youth. Rikus on board, for there is a lot of signs and stops on the road, yet we know we shall soon arrive at his destination. In short, I'll say Callisto's mama is not related to JDM. But there is also Ba Mukhtari at the president's, who is the president's cousin. Thanks, Shona. Rikus Atiasi was saying, both the MPP and the NDC are full of flip-flops. This is the reason why the base has come. Here, if any of these two parties try to join the base, we will classify them as the third party participants. Thank you, Rikus. Yes. Now.
Voilà.
Yaba.
Sir, Ayamika say, Yaya politics na no. Sebi. Sir, Udi Chira, Ubidi Atembi, Uba Kansim Bien Sasauka.
And to me, actually.
Now, when you actually saw any.
Oh, dear, just dear.
Sometimes, what would now hear people say, Inti Ghana and Kasana send you. You're connaissing.
Said you who nan.
Eddie offer.
Shouldn't wish her.
Say, Swafu be beating me, I can say. Or no, Swafu. Bet or the Nakunya bet to her. So my penny, Echo fat a loop before for say what you do.
As at the time, what or just up on your sofa, no, yet, Brasham Jenny.
Me say, says Swafu. Ebeka say, or the Nakunya or Tiswan, a bet to her. So my penny, President John Mahama. Echo fat a loop before the two kaya. So I for no kaya now.
Nipa now can't answer no your sofa.
Sorry. Me say, Sisi is Swafu. Eka say,
Ghana, dear, Swafu Bianca.
Okuja to Ablakwa. Catch the Ghana for say. So my penny John Dramani Mahama, ni pensui. So oko high a loop fufro. Edi tu kwaya. Akonya okuja to tesono or the beto ho.
Sabe now or your minister.
Why a mercebe Jania Sam Namika? Akonya.
That is the reason why I may refer to say not on your sofa no your
Akonya tesoni mini a mercebe for Akonyano.
You are referring to Swafo, which is a minister. And I remember you say not on your minister, but not or your MP by then. When he says so.
Into Akonyana way. And these people ye or that's what is so HSL when you're credible.
Sure.
And these people are having the moral right to tell us, say, and not dear, Yama Monkoto look from family my penny because they are now could the top black or I can say it need 30 years into a fit. Sebi, then time and Quasiasem Corasemo you in Tino. Or catch a say, Liberia man penny.
Oh, we would say.
Mr. Then time. And Corasemo you see in Tino.
So.
And the Sebi, Asama wa okafri ni yamwa Ekachre yen say Nanado dankwa a wicked man.
Oh, you see the word wicked?
Oh yes.
Serious.
On really on mine who oni
no say Nanado a wicked. The then president was wicked.
Enough. So on really on mine who
sir.
Say obey your ho chire yen. O man yentimi to school fees. O man yentimi to water bill. O man yentimi to way. Ghana mampanyi asesa yesika gugu kobotom. Akọ high private jets. Etimu to kwan dware wo wiem. Eti sa o mampanyi no.
No Ghana juma.
Yensi na bo. Wanfa private jets no anko ni krom. Chebi. Wanfa private jets na anko wedding. Wanfa private jets na anko ye na busu ya panyi na juma. Name private jet na Ghana man penny high in that time no or the private jet no Ghana adwuma na ye po bi o mai ye bebo no ho ban number 1 a hwan say it Ghana ye po bi a e wo se ye bo no ho ban na bibia enye na why na wo se ye bo no ho ban asa that time no man penny high private jet na mo se wudie wadi awu
no mo se kana sododo
wakum nipa
no mo se kana sododo
wadi awu
na kana se sododo
na security no eka asem ne eka e de ya fati kwai ene etiko
na ko hu bia chu
na de o mapanyi titikom ne ye de na tu afria na de ne ko ene de ya moka eti Ghana mampanyi asa that time no high jet de tu kwai 2023 2024 ne de na mo si ye hu bi da but na de ya ma mo kwai na November yai be se bi so se ye hoto ya na ofa otu hoto
ahoto de say wa hodo bebiri kwa
hoto Ghana hoto Ghana me be say
wo mu ni say
oda from
betumi free me fie ba adwuma sa ko abra
mi sasa Ghana for hoto mana
da hoto ndie betumi ba hoto say what when you 3 square meals there ebi ne hodo
eti Ghana for hoto mana
I'm talking of mine
umpo of alasa okoji abo hoto a how much more yen Ghana for
I got to say here
na wo ena de ye wa hotom eti ya mo bosikana no me yen kohan se yesi ni nwa wo bi
but is it bad
ni nwa wo bi ti ni nwa fa ne de ne mo afode ma Ghana o fa nche Ghana philanthropist
ni nwa ena oye Ghana dum oye Ghana do ye say ye de no ntiapo o say ni nwa no so ekokoye Ghana adwuma in this case no ordinary no fam Ghana say ye fa nko e ka na ewu to which omam ye hunu say e fuel and afi aviation the aviation landing airspace no be obisi ni ada no and na ye Ghana ka in terms of staff na etumu the pilots and then we have gone there e ono abefa de ka enye fe and then kofa ko ye dede and na ye ntiase ahun say pam no twa no maka yate for now there ye ni you go show you to confirm say November na Ghana nya na dia
money be no Ibrahim Ahmad no now fa
on tan dey
o ma o fuel o di fuel ni wa enye rent eno enye rent ni bia offer
e bia e partial
enye rent enti se de nsuo ye no ebre bia na nsuo ntoye no na mfuturo no wo di hene e wo na pakan enne nsuo atama cheche ensu bosi
gosh
enti obo pese omo kire se Ghana for ye hoto ye wa asundwem bibia ye okay enne ye beto petrol ye beto diesel mu enti entabiri o man sika betim da bo man no bra no enkoto private jet farmer John Dramani Mahama na wias Ghana ha Ghana man panyi on the private jet ni nwa Ibrahim Mahama on the private jet
iti say president
omukrom eyesi omukrom a na Ghana man panyi atunu de na Ibrahim Mahama so atunu de abusuana adiyie na teacher for kura yentimi ntuo moka
on
and the closer akefo I was striker almost all the district and municipal assemblies in ntimi nya adwuma abayin frɛ wo mu but abayin nyesika at November at abrisika at akofa private jet ya baba Ghana man panyi atrem abre betimi aha bi na o man ni tuto ya to bi and na de okuja to abra kwa mahunyansa first de sabbe na o machimi omuhu say na nado de no e fit a okuja to ika kire say minority then time NDC minority a series of meetings say they will oppose and resist the buying of new private jets oh yes
oh okay
na the chairman sulumu ni say as a member of parliament okuja to ablakwa e ka kire ye say Liberian president upon wia ama omu NDC for na nya ntiase say sa private jet na ya Ghana de na ekufu ado so mfa ntu kwan no na ya fit na pese bisa de say okuja to say upon wia no we aviation minister upon wia no we pilot upon wia no we luprefita no abeka kire mo say Ghana de na ya fit it was as childish as he was as at that time I can say upon we say fit nti efa Ghana mapanyin tina mane nko han bi kan semfo say ya mene se bonitinu sakora
ante do you say
I fit 2024 no
yes
e see that just within 2 years na se car kura na auto license say na car 23 and 2020 enam kwan so etelu pre 2024 na ya fit no other than 2026 enya fit
so went here
akohin since 2024 akohin erupre no efa na etu akọ itine mutimi tenase kase yen koto jet
omum ye ncha adupre ntiapo ti o mo se ntiapo so no se npp for so ni se ntiapo dada enti what is your beef omo di ka se ntiapo na mpa na wo mu no munim ana ese no mo be ampa de ntiapo se gado anu
voilà bibi fini say sa okujetu Sam Ejemfi Sam George emra no mo opposition no ensem no mo kanenne e wo so mbe render unqualified apology ni Ghanaians.
Wow.
Me
Ade
say Ghana for yesremu
funzo bia ba mo se wono ho ana
yesremu
abi funzo bia ba mo se
yes en kwasi asem na first no no maka
ayo
yes
awuche
esemfu kwana enti also
Ghana
for say Ghana for yesremu na da dan kwaku fado ni na busuafo ni na MPP fo yi yesremu boni ayem bia mo fa nche yen lemum na ye nim say presidential jet no enye fit for its purpose.
Okay,
Enuti na ma keka nsem bi asabe na nim se oyeka ayeka ye a enne yaba ye hu se enye fit apanti ubuo nie eno na Ghana fo be hu se mo ye credible but dem keka dey sabe nyansa nim ofa.
and sure now so offer they worry. Because why would the government and parliament think of buying a presidential jet whilst we don't have a national airline? Can't they first think of buying first a national airline that can be used by both? We need a national airline first that could be used by the public and the government until money is generated to buy an aircraft for the president. This is what Rwanda did. That's it. We are records. Well, Obisa just say ebe to da na nken koto national airline.
Na ye won panyim for de.
Na e fa passenger for na e ba president to kan na the same na okofo. Wow, say
no. National airline no. On say private jets no e on the size. E woni padodo a wo safer. And okofa Ghana Airways. So for instance, commercial flight.
Then Ghana Airways.
Then Ghana Airways na. And also on the size. And on it. Eye bitimi afa. Nti on say flight na so no. Eye time by time. Time we two no. E why ye ma entunti ehye. But private jet e bia na emergency ese e wo so mampanyin tu kwan. Ye ka say ye kofa sa akese na enyi. There is a vast difference between private jets and commercial jets.
Okay, be quick.
They make a chat one say. Said the insuye ye no. Sa na say ye ma wian so eye. It is na MPP te so no na mo say private jets ne ye fitter. What has suddenly changed? And ne contract aye de ma ubi say on koye renovation. Na Sam Ejemfi voice bi wo ho. Or ka kire ye say Sabai ne a wode contractor onhwe hu se o de contract be gu apaso ama Ghana fo nyina ba na Ghana fo aba be apply na ya hwe de omo oman ne ka ne de contract na ye de aman ene scam aba scam po scandal
they've come out to deny everything.
Sir Ofa, and they deny, don't be deny. I'm not expecting them to come and say it is true. Say, public accountability and transparency questions are more near my cost. Say, renovation keke renovate. Where is your company? Sika de ma omo no sebi etimi parliament. Office renovation. Sika de ma omo no etumi esi mrahye bedwafie dan ni nyam ni sabre pem no.
Apogee HTV live. Kwa microphone wa na kwesi adwan Main Street no so ana yebutuo. Nana yao yabua bema ba Argentina eno no. But kama what is say regional chairman 1 edema UP plus Yura Stephen Amwa Joseph Amwa kai aka Love Enterprise. Yeah. Yeah, Java Guava. You have got there. Yeah, I'll check for fast review.
Oh, you see, I didn't in
yes. I did choose on the attention for French. Yeah. Chairman, minim the da paso a new presidential jet and a cocoa board for contract on my ward. Cocoa board the one bonting I will teach you. I just said the one for Castle one fact procurement and Anya Juma Nis and some company and the crown conflict of interest about which you call. Now going back to the old days, presidential jet. Samuel Okuja to Blakwa make a comment to me. My name say MC Ababoy kakra na fe chama gina so aye submission. If you would ebra.
But the reality is that if that is what the presidency wants, then it means that we need to have a policy or make that conscious decision, whether it's you, the parliamentarians, or the political elite, or as a country, that we need a presidential jet, a new presidential jet. What do you say?
It is clear to me that the charter arrangements that President Akufo-Addo has been pursuing was just to herald this. They were preparing the grounds for this big announcement that a new presidential jet is needed. Let me serve notice that we on the NDC side in Parliament, we have discussed extensively amongst ourselves. We are not going to support this purchase, the purchase of a new aircraft, because of a number of reasons. One, the current presidential jet is fit for purpose. As President George Weah has told us in our faces, it's very fit for purpose. There's nothing wrong with it. Number two, the current presidential jet, if you read the Hansard of 19th March 2008, we were told by the then defense minister, who is now national security minister, Honorable Kandapa, that our jet has a 20-year lifespan after it arrives. It arrived in October 2010. It's done barely 11 years. Next month it will be 11 years. We are nowhere near 2030, where you can start discussing a new aircraft.
The question to Samuel Okuja to Blakwa said, now are we close or are we near to the year 2030 now? Because I say so because the president is there to serve the people. That same could be used to transport our military team when deployed to any part of the country and abroad on peacekeeping missions. Because so far, today I think Argentina has taken a lot of something. Please tell him to step on the brakes. Yeah, breaking the crowd here. Carton chokra. Chairman. What's your kuja to? 20. Until we are close to that.
Now we can do 2030 now.
As at a year or 2 years ago, so now we were close to
6 years. So you see car. Say auto car. Now you see Ubo on the car now what Bia or the coach my van of the BCF on fine the bit made it 10 years. But I will not mileage maybe under 24,000. We will talk so basically a quick car. 5 years and now about 500,000 mileage. Depend on the usage and the frequency of which the car move and the terrain at the fast. We will have a fancy, come over to teach them so now. To call your BCF, to call BCF. We use a car, but you baby okay, we see it as new. But if I say the same, a human will be if I say, my cousin, and at the piano, baby, about you know, the company talk out of mamma. Or no, they may older than yours because all the human one idea, but wouldn't say frequency and then mileage in it. Oba presidential jet, I can so na no the maintenance schedules no is based on hours. Based on hours. Do we ask ourselves say on how many hours and mileage, mileage, how many mileage and now one day a year maintenance. If you look at it from that angle there, now Ghana said the frequency of your presidency travel there. Obvious to say be as a president check. It is it, Mr. Sandra. The last time I checked, not this presidential jet, them say told them that $50 million. I say. Be a while. The numbers will go to it range between $40 to $50 million. It be a 33 million. Depends on the size out there. So, but you share it from this angle. As a nation, do we need a presidential jet now? Yesterday, did we need it? And today, are we still in need of it? I would say yes. Yesterday, we needed it. But what was the environmental year? Not a while, and there may be no pursuit. At that time, no, Ghana person top presidential jet for from. You know who said, "Na ahuchiro umkese." But even then, that was the more reason why they say it was added because year rent here is more expensive than
say you were told people.
And the woman who years slogan, it didn't help matters. And now, on the Yanka science on so, maybe the way I see career home. Yana ma, but it doesn't help. In other case, it doesn't matter. Say he's the president. He needs it. You see a Thomas. It is that time. Pan and need here because that time need this guy to go have presidential jet back. 1 hour we are up to $10,000, minimum of $10,000. And the court baby 12 hours naturally to $120,000. And the over cover you over bad. You have a carbon now near you do 500,000. Do can in our boom nase base 6 months. Or took 5 times here. I just say, back we have 500,000. I say 2.5 million. The 1 year, 5 million. Then we are spending on renting of presidential jet. 1 year spending 5 million. It means 10 years to take you 50 million. I get him out of floor. I do in so far not to maintain the year. Any crowd 20 years a bit. Yes. It was 10 years now, but one hens are and I would rent in the rent. Bobos and other to your cry, the is very important because women don't criticize that time. They needless propaganda. They need be you more man, but Emmy just said, the veterans, I may be Biacusi and Sandy in the and we don't allow, we shouldn't allow certain things to happen. Because I've always said, maybe we need to nip issues with me up in the bud. And sound a pea. Then trauma didn't go see poetry. To me, this is the time. Say, I've done last time because economy and provided can 7 yarn share the value of the whole, near the Kaya. Woman Kaya, they must go in shape. But then he has it. See, I hear you. Me, the man got all language. But you have been in a good room. You have been in a room, with the VW. VW to me free her. A quiet could do a is my to rent you. Because I'm exploration. To rent you, a tea with a cobu pay. We call a Akusi, Takra, everywhere VW Andrews. VW team to Loduniama. Your strips, no, it's to black. Now VW for 500. Obia Yindi. The Hinam Digo and Timdeba. What is it? As made me the Tremwana Lodu, Namin that track and I'm supposed to say pow. The new groom having see. Hey, Booms are. Won't you see? Because you want the woman now local. It has it. the papa bi na no street ya so elder bi na was someone who say we see brepa say we use kai de o brepa ti bi o kai bi o ho me be ma am wato that is one wato and no man pijo pick up to man pijo pick up na me say afa my relieved yes so na me boy ma say am de ko togo nyina na me de ko na me ba na me fa na me say use pijo pick up and then later on the braving and pay mo say am e ko you ko techima e kire we bi na busu bi ho na mo say busu bi na popular power sa area ho very few kurendi
techima bo kire na
but sa ko ni ma o ko wanchi area mo ho no ba nam di me de na me benz bi so me de benz ko ye you wura me ba na timanwem 2 miles benz ye timanwem ese mutimba
anwa so de bi o da area pa so a enjo fita yo timpa between last village afro na ko ho odu on ma ise nyina esi madraba nkwa na ditwa
mese me ho
yes na ntima madraba ditwa
me ho kire me papa 2 miles pa ni yemi twasani edi ya bana mara mfu magazine ye timpi e na ebidro na me fa ho no akoto language amono na o complain say na we kai we koto meton na so anton de ka ba bezedi anton os meton os mo me kra so na magazine ano ihe so we na em say na man for so kasa ho mo the bedroom vie na mdwene ho anam say be yi we beton de anka beto ana me ko na say wo pe wo dem de ma ho no dan o mo de kan ne ba ho e wa no de kin ma say me fanko na me ndi aka program ma o de kin ma me so na me be pace kan me tu ya de ka na me use kan sa fe na me timi de ko ba bia beza me de ko be chese nwemu be bia na de ne o mo ara ha adwen ba ko so no say na enum ene petrol ti na twi petrol papa tuwa air condition si so na ma yi pa na automatic air petrol awurade di maybe you see check akra the later on me change no and I'm told diesel one and I'm use ya these are about my 7th Land Cruiser I use that I don't matter so then so boy me pa because you never be man because my first night about no can't get one me the kwa kon dun baza I say miam sa the situation miam sa you can see it na chise me wato and me ka ba be say we should not downplay the importance of an aircraft for our president. Not say be am fango bia nim say anywhere plane but the safety and the cost efficiency and effectiveness are very important. It me dem gizi wo mo kasa ho nyina yem fan to nche na yem to ade na bi wa de ba kon so ho ne say on tra plane mo enko long distance especially me say meja kontu ja me ko ba kon ba straight away na best no hospital because Korea South Korea the me ba no Emirates the free Korea ho be do Dubai no ano ye ni 1 minute run is go for another plane to Ghana teachers what plane for almost 13 more than 13 hours now this 6 hours abeka just said between me economy so ya de me the president o ye adwuma mai o hia plane at least o timukro betimi ada because o call ye no ano nya fe no ko dware aba ko isi ansa na ko ready na ibi o ha uduru ye no ano na ade akwa ne ho na wo kwa ye no nya so na me ko da hotel ma ko sesam fo aba ni nyina ho no wo mom to they know all these things especially wo mom ko foreign meetings near that things Eba wo duri ya we house ya you can say where the traffic jam no time is time 6 o'clock or 6 o'clock. The people who say san ho ka no plane na straight o committee na say
Tina another time na edise oye.
Maybe I didn't man can't want them that. It was important because and now the age no now take all the one here but na see na tata. And you have to relax. Or my man or ya my dear man one the man on ton kakra. That's what I would say about it.
Chairman 1, regional chairman Edema United Party. Ira Joseph Amwasio Love Enterprise. Or say or Rikus also far the live stream of presidential jets such as the Gulfstream, the Dassault, and the Bombardier, the mark that Ibrahim Mama has is 20 to 30 years or more. This is the Google answer. Gladys Ajos, good afternoon, you all. Thank you, Gladys. Gladys once ago said, Mama and his government bring back our gold and ASAP and pay the cocoa farmers. Okay. Mamit you, Obabiyamo. Because also far, mostly aircrafts are made to fly at all times. If it stays at one place and doesn't fly, it gets destroyed. Most of the rubber tubes connected to it get stuck and cracks even the wheels. Ibrahim Mama is so smart that he wants his jet to get busy so that it could maintain fully its lifespan and also avoid damages. Intrama or Damaya Yakobarana. Rigus will say, I think our presidential jets should not only be packed, it should be used most often. It could be used on commercial basis, such as helping the military and farmers kings and chiefs commercially. Okay. Rigus will say it could be rented to businesses and businessmen when needed to travel abroad, etc. Thank you, Rikus. Okay, MC Afeko Sami Honum. Now, Yanko Gold Board. Sami Jamfi, intro back to a baby, the Okasa Efa, so saucy home. Now, for your head, ya kill soon say, why so saucy do. Gold Board, Ababon Tabi Chum, Abby deny allegations, and Yannick say, or breaching any procurement agreement. You're down.
Charge a vote for a new market here, Wagana. And Marase Sabai F will be a Jumasa one made this Jumani more Maya. A buy more be contract of one. Yememu now will be Biara or one in dear now our capacity so bet me Juman. We should give that person the opportunity to compete. TFA be competitive tendering. My whole crime will be a pray Jumani be. The obetumi aye adwumani yie a oman no benya so mfaso abra oman ne bebo kakakra bi ne dia ma no but wo hwe de ekoso wo bawomia ene omampenya kufu ado amamwo yimu a ye wo contrast akese bebre a aban de ma bawomia nuanom a ye ma ho kwan se wo bia mepre bi ye si peg aso ye de sika toto so a oman ne hwe sika titiri dia you will weep for Ghana as we move along. Nipa kakra bi afasika na kenten so a omo ne omo yere ne omo ma ne omo busuafo edi sika ne nyafunyafo ti sika bi ani wa de be ye oman ne ye enu nti na ye bre no enu nti na ukrom kwan no aka ho a aban ne nyeye no enu nti na aso piti sa ye rehwe ne ye nhu no the reason is corruption enu nti se ye pese o mai fa no tuma pefra e wo se ye nyina ye ni bre e wo kata hyehye po ye dwirim so na ye te so atua na ene kata hyehye ne proye no new angle bi aba MPP for the bomb by no chrono ye pa e ya de a ye friend so source in de akire nyina ne se aban pese odi dwumadie bi na insese obefa mra kwan so abamu ama omo a omo wo opepa se omo ye se adwuma ni nyina epre bi no aban ne ti da bi me de ko hyedem na me de akoma nipa ba ko pe eno ne ye friend so source bi me de ko hyedem na me de akoma nipa ba ko pe eno ne ye friend so source kese mempene ema ho kwan ema de opese wo ye bibia na emepre na de ne bo wo fom wo betumi aye ne ye ne ye mfa adwuma ne ma no na mo mi twabo na me de amani pa ba kwa na ye.
Yes, that is Samijan Fiden, communication director for the National Democratic Congress, and Motene Kano. And the Gold Board, ya bomb kwadu. Do Mama Bontin, I be deny say the Omedia Bombiano, the Cribia in him. Shall I?
Yeah, Gold Board, the no. The genesis of it in India, say, Gold Board. Umbezunya baby cotton, baby on cotton. With my boy, confess PMMC, no. Never appreciate say or as a cantonment area, and I offer the quantum of a resource near a Gold Board. Which is so many a very secure place here, a boy.
Okay.
And you know, they went to look for a place. The Bank of Ghana, or more dying that dano, and I'm cooking here. The Bank of Ghana dying. Much as that is Casemia, meaning the Bank of Ghana, more dying for no.
I mean, who is it?
Papa, who knows himself very impulsive.
Anderson Musi.
A Fata Bank of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Fata Bank of Ghana. Because we has baby could be a financial hub. It's you are different. Even Togo here, do Burkina Faso. No, you're Burkina, Mali. Do know who bank of a year. Year, financial year.
Yeah.
Is a very important.
You know that background to the net and sympathy.
Background to be honest, if you not actually.
But go for so cassette and pass or quest, I don't know.
It says the Ghana the BBI because my information crowd said that it was some kind of architectural integrity, structural integrity. Whereas I checked, there's an baby. And I say, oh, I survived all these earthquakes here by the baby will a cracking on those things. If the boss say, best will be called, next will make sure say, we'll be bringing them back to a architectural level, any structural integrity, a be 50 Bank of Ghana, a Gold Board. And I'm more yet a tender. Now, tender an idea. The crew when they say, more say a friend about so saucer. And about considering the selective tender, as I say. You understand? We go where it means shortlisting, baby. So, we don't have very man, and you know, we do tender. Now, as to how, say, we send the baby here, as we are some because, say, we know, stand up, you know, only deputy BB,
chief of staff,
deputy chief of staff. So, one a shady.
But statement don't about one, you know, or more calculus, she said. For sometimes now on yet on play active role be our company no.
Well, okay.
And now on to me for the 2 million man be can town also. Sana almost statement to say.
There's now come be na you the answer knows where you every month. This is how I want it. Yes, so you ma post na say me yi me ho say me ko ya ba adwuma. To me pese e bia. The companies will be an organ. Kakrea and selective, no, so that a who can't, young other ones be more at no man much I won't work manner. The honor dear, but as to say, a value for money, a project now more year, now it's kind of
11 million
United
States dollars.
US dollars.
11 million, 11 million cities.
11 million
cities, yeah.
Which is about 11 million cities, about $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million.
$1 million.
Yes.
I say, cast, in fact, to be honest with you, you see $1 million. They are on the VT, sir, a dino
dollar will be a good ball for the Benjamin and say, just 1 million.
Yeah. But I say, I cock, I'm a die.
I always say to me, see a whole Parliament House.
Parliament House, see that no, now go to Gunyana and Zoom.
And Kunyako.
Now we say, no, say, they did that, they make sure say they brought it to the stage and a bit 50 gold board. And then in Gunya to go money, Gunya as a gold plated Gunya furniture, gold plated. And now, almost home to TVs. TVs, 85 inch.
And I'm so on. 800 something.
There are TV sets, and you one TV. But to me, crown 2000 no better because that TV na me to binche. Me immediately free about buze bu ha na 33. Not board na for the 3000, but about the 3000. 33,000. This is auto 10 kra 330,000.
To which I don't turn to in routine.
And I say, na Oma make room. Oma make it available for those, and yes, be a decoto. You have to come and account for it. And I also want him fancy. Would be see? Yes, so. And now over set a network.
Yeah. Hey.
Didn't you baby more? Be a born baby, but it shouldn't be 800. It no. You know, Oma making room for that, you say. You know, but that is not to say, Chinchina, as a setting in our courts are on. Tiano, when so we move up on that.
Ghana, they say, make a provision for Bibia. When you say, call the balance bow.
And honey, I said, honey, baby, a whole problem. I say, mining now, the transnation, because Omanisicano, who did Capra, how mining now, who did the coup, how mine. Now, a bit of a bit of Crophobia, no movies, Kayam, no more mobile. Would dear when you are Kosuku and you in China, Akobokro no Abemona, Yaseudi. Kono Akoboy Seudi, who bear if you cry, every underground TV.
Gabby. You also age now one.
Age you know,
a church on your never put in
a strong for me now.
Yeah.
As what the other about 20 cities. Cocoa ground, we are more unnecessary. Uninjure. I don't know, debut. I came here, I hear for provokers, a Hanaka crowd in our way. And then Yamaka crave because we could eyes all measure.
Oh,
now one was I got the eyes. The eyes they are very dear, be a barn at this game. And now we've been where we are. Insatiability of theft, greed is something that is killing Ghanaians, and not Ghanaians. Nipa by nature, and you soon ASM Rebia, and I say, you see, you see, you cry, you pay, your man of Bruce. In the best, Omwa, Edumo, Edi Abano, Umunesha Banze, Omo Nipanoa, Womodu Umko Power. Na omonya nyama mwa sika we say ye betimi di bia ye bibia ye nya kakra kura betimi ado dialysis machines be 3 enwene sa ne nyina na ye nya sa ne ma ni nya se over price ne ma ne ma ne enya sa be high ho ba na esa ye mwa o ma.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Joseph Amwa. Recruits will say in April 2014, a Bombardier CL600 private jet with an American flag logo was spotted parked at Iran's Mehrabad airport, prompting questions about violation of U.S. sanctions against Iran. Gladys will say, please don't believe everything that the NDC government says. To believe them, one has to have access to their books. Recruits also far. This nearly got Ghana into trouble. That is the reason why this Ibrahim Mama has brought his own jet for his business. You can check my remarks on Google as with the date. Ricky also said the plane was leased by Engineers and Planners EMP, a Ghanaian mining company founded and controlled by Ibrahim Mama. And sure now, say hello Gladys, greetings and welcome. We meet again. And sure now, Krona. Also offer sorry, but Mr. Amwa is being economical with the truth, and it makes me really wonder. I suppose that opposition party that is struggling to criticize incumbent government? What is their goal? Yes, Mr. Mobe, you are no. Afi Gladys was saying, Shona, it's been a while since we met at Apogee STV. Chawai.
Yes.
Yes, you have been economical. Na opposition party are criticizing incumbent.
Opposition party, yeah, or Juma, and as our criticizing incumbent. You find solutions. You know, let me mind my ways. You know, idea, among you say, no, ama, ubi or waka, who expects to better reduce. Obetimi aka say asem mu dru obetimi aboa na de comes mo kan sam ne twatro to nkrofo so. You cannot lie to power and expect say ubenya ayi o. Conscience is not a lawgiver but a judge. Conscience is not a lawgiver but a judge. Some now wo kan no anya no kra wo ka gu nu aso wo koda a wotumi dwene ho yi. If you have conscience I would dwene ho yi. The anhwɛ sa ne ma no I move away from the question. Young criticizing. What about for solution? Be ama. So far, so bad. Young criticism, of course. There be a reference to a JH Manson of time near Procurement time. We call radio so no more criticizing constructive criticism. No more the solutions. Yaba. Yanu na ma gana vum say young crofo yansa wum to move for umra. Near do a bit of president go for by. Where you mark president go for by. What I say? Now, say the bit now, no opposition. Anyway, say, and yet, sub. Yes, I'm been what do we gain from needless negative criticism?
And I see Mr. Amwa and his people saw everything wrong with the actions of MPP, especially towards the 2024 election, but they hesitate to criticize Mama.
I don't know me, I know Papa will be criticizing you. I don't know me, I know Papa. I'm criticize you. So we are dear Papa, come in tea. Come we are dear, yeah. You'll be a making up by criticize you. But as it means, you are going forward. That's how I want to see my conversation on
okay.
You have mass solutions, you have proper solutions. Now you're making sure say or minor economy. Because what's saying will be big now, what's saying you are. Not say, oh, bad, dear Nabe. Baba no ye bibi ya betima be gina so dia build akoni.
Good.
But for the national development and for the benefit of the entire country. Enya wo botom nko a.
Mr. Joseph Amwa Oba UPA ono na Ashanti Regional Chairman Chama 1 CEO Edema Love Enterprise. Daniel Kwesiamwakon a producer but as usual habitual late comer. And that botan keyboard technician Junior Bonichidom Mote Nanaya on Camedin the last Okojabo Apogee STV Live na Utie Nemum Royal Army College of Health and Apogee H Transporting Corporation for the Soyasi. Yanamasi, and me admire person to share is good afternoon.
But the reality is that if that is what the presidency wants, then it means that we need to have a policy or make that conscious decision, whether it's you, the parliamentarians, or the political elite, or as a country, that we need a presidential jet, a new presidential jet. What do you say?
It is clear to me that the charter arrangements that President Akufo-Addo has been pursuing was just to herald this. They were preparing the grounds for this big announcement.